on where I'm going to travel. And if I'm going to travel, I want to meet with the developer way ahead of time. And I always start out with, we are in sales, so would you promote a property? And I don't have a problem promoting your property, but I'm going to put a lot of effort with those that I have exclusive with. If they won't give me an exclusive, I don't have a problem with it because you basically, especially in Mexico and Colombia and in Panama, they don't believe in exclusives. So the proof is in the pudding. What I did is got a 1 to 2 month exclusives with them. And then I used all the resources that GMA has, showed them my magazine. And if the client doesn't come through, I developed that relationship. Obviously, in this market, we can't sell, $50 million islands in 2 months, but they see all the marketing material. And in a lot of the countries that will not give you an exclusive is because they've had a bad experience. Not every country is regulated the way we are. And so I take it with a grain of salt when they tell me no, but I prove myself to them and I make sure that they understand that I'm actually going to be proactive and working on their properties. And I invited Marian onto this call, and I know that you're going to go over the process and all this, all what GMA has. But I'm going to just bring a shout out to both you and your mom because GMA is not only an organization that is very established; they're very hands-on. So when we have developers that it's going to be something that's really going to be a benefit, I've been able to have Olivier jump on a call with me and have Audrey jump on a call with me. And their experience that we promote GMA as one team is great. When they don't want to write an exclusive and after 2 months they see all the work, they're okay with doing an exclusive. And even if they don't do an exclusive, like I had a big project that I had an exclusive for a year and we did a lot of work. And after the first year, between the partners, they wanted to go their separate ways. But I continue to promote that project because I know at the end it's going to be of great value to me. So you got to prove yourself. Unfortunately, not all realtors are created equal. Not all countries are created equal. And for us to have, how do I want to say it? For us to earn their trust and for us to become of value to a developer or to a seller, we have to show them that we're outside of the box and we're at a higher level. And we just have to sell exactly what we're going to do. And I'm a kind of person that if I'm going to tell you I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I have my marketing director on the phone right now with me, Eric. I invest every month in having him do all my properties because we are very, very busy, but we have to be very strategic. We don't get paid until we sell, but when we get paid well. So we need to reinvest back in our business. And if you don't have the money to invest, then collaborating makes a big difference. And so Eric has been collaborating with some of our GMA members. And that's why I invited my guest on. I was telling her how we could promote some of the properties around her in her city and her state that are very, very high end and how we work as one team. So what we did last month, Eric collaborated with some of the people that are already interested in the properties that I have listings with. And so we're doing every week we're meeting with a different GMA member. What can we get you? How can we do it? This is our flyer. And within our organization, we have a weekly meeting with the people that are interested in our properties. Because if you're investing in GMA or if you're investing in an MLS and you don't utilize it, then you're throwing your money away. We have to be very strategic. Real estate can make you money if you take it as a career and as a job. And you can make no money if you take it as a part-time hobby. So I've been in this 30 years. I've been doing this and I take it as my career. And so I'm very strategic on what I do. If somebody tells you they're not going to sign an exclusive, don't worry about it because when you bring the client, you're going to get a contract with them before you sign them in. And I'm glad Leo's on the phone. I promote properties in Dominican Republic as well. But as a broker, I have an exclusive agreement with them before I even send them my client. I don't have to go to the Dominican Republic. I have their attorneys and my attorneys draft up agreements. And when my guests go over there, they're signed in. I make sure and I follow up. I'm on the phone call. I'm video chatting. I'm WhatsApping. Hey, my client is at the airport. And you got to follow up and follow through. And we're sales partners, right? So they want to sell at Dominican Republic or Panama or Portugal. They're not going to get paid if we don't get paid. And they want our clients. So what we need to do is look at our international family. As I always tell the sales agent or the developers, we're one family. At the end of the day, we both need to get paid. Whether I bring the client or I have the listing, we need to work together. You're not taking my client. I'm working with you so we both get paid. So I become friends and we become an extended family. So it's very important the presentation and the seriousness of our profession. And I think where as realtors we've lacked a lot. We just kind of show up to work and just throw balls and see what's going to stick. And that's not how we need to do. We got to be very intentional. I've been with GMA, I guess, what, 2, 3 years now?
Hmm.
And it has been a great experience for you agents that I don't really know. I don't always connect, but Eric does connect, but I'm very strategic when I do connect because I know that it's very important. One thing about GMA that you're not going to hear about other organizations is they're always evolving. And I like to change things every week. I'll tell Eric, change that flyer, market here, go there, change. You have to continuously change with the things that like social media is changing, the way developers are doing it. We have to stand out and you need to evolve, but we have to do the simple fundamentals of the posting, making the phone calls. I will tell you, if you want to work with developers, go on Facebook, click a promotion, and before you know it, every developer will start calling you from Dominican Republic, from I've got 6 exclusive contracts with Dubai. And I have a client that just went out the beginning of May, and we're going to be working at her purchasing some properties in Dubai. And that's not even properties that are mine, and they're not even part of anything. I just went on Facebook, but I'm very intentional. I want to get my clients to know that if I'm a global realtor and I'm a CIPS, I want my income. I have 3 forces, 3 streams of income. One of them has to be international, and the referrals to international are a big part of our income. If you don't have that streamline of income, put it on your goals list and start working at it. GMA is only going to work for you if you apply it. I have never met, and I talk about Audrey and Olivier all the time. I'm sorry if your ears are always burning. How y'all are such great mentors and how y'all have opened up my brain. Even though as long as I've been in real estate, I never thought, being able to sell in Dubai or in France or Italy. And now Portugal is like down the street for me. France is down the street for me. I see everything like it's right here in my office because my brain has expanded through the knowledge and the teaching that I've learned through GMA and being very intentional. So at the end of the day, the developer wants his project sold, the seller wants his project sold, and we need to get paid. So you just got to figure out how to get them there. It's an airplane. You're going to send your client there and you're going to bring your money back. So you just have to figure out where are you sending your plane to so that they can pay you your compensation back. It is not as quick as your traditional retail and wholesale, but the seeds have been planted. And so you will eventually get the harvest. You're seeing people here that have been doing it for 30, 40 years, and there is not one call that I don't learn something new. So if you're with GMA, I'm telling you, it is definitely a great investment. And if there's anything that you can learn from Olivier and Audrey. They're amazing, amazing. Reach out to the leaders that are here. They're continuously evolving. I think in the 3 years, y'all have changed what, 4 times. I love it. I'm like, what's new? If you don't
Yeah.
change, you're not going to grow. And as realtors, we have to change. Our economy has changed from yesterday to today. In September, we're going to be different. In October, we're going to be doing something else. So you have to evolve as real estate evolves. So, GMA is just one of those tools that you're going to put on your resume, and it's going to be on the wall, but it's not going to work if you don't use it. I can show you. I have my GMA certificate in my office, and I'm very proud of it. And I have it in a gold frame because it has brought a lot of value to me. So utilize the GMA platform, utilize these wonderful leaders that you have. And it's been a pleasure and an honor to be part of their organizations. The magazine that Audrey puts together, I was able to secure some listings that I would have never secured them without me having that type of marketing. And and I use it all the time. So I just Audrey, I'm already on the email. I just said, hey, friend. So that's going to be our follow-ups to all our clients. The minute that magazine, I immediately start. Poor Eric starts sending it to all my clients, and then I'm making all the phone calls. Hey, how are you? Did you get my magazine? What's going on? How did you like it? Where do you want to buy? And I'm back to basics. I sit here on Mondays and all I do is do calls, 150 calls a week. That's what I do. I'm back to basics. And I stay to basics every week, week after week. In 20 years, I have not changed. Where's my call? I have to make my calls. Eric does the back end, and then I make my calls. So utilize GMA. It's a great resource. I'm glad that Mariam came on. Welcome. I know that Olivier is going to explain to you a little bit on how the program works. You've gotten a high profile overview, but if anybody has any questions, learn from the best. I'm here. I can add my 2 cents, but I'm working now with Barbara from Canada, and certain projects you're able to get very creative. We're going to get very creative. We're going to work on. I taught them how we're going to get. They were like, "Well, we're going to have that commission that cries." I said, "Oh no, let's just figure it out." I think at the end of the day, once we're working on a project in Hotel Coco in Tulum, and I think we're going to end up like with 12%.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah, no,
because it's just working out that way. The seller is amazed, they're happy. They're not part of the GMA website, so we'll end up splitting six, and we'll have a procurement fee and it'll work out great. And that developer's American. He's already got 3 other projects that we're talking about. And they're not even like, it was a call of someone that I met through GMA that made another call, that made another call, that somebody knew I have a listing in Chichen Itza, and then that person, and I made a call, and that sent me to an attorney, that sent me to another attorney, that sent me to another ambassador, that sent me to another. But real estate, you have to work it, and I work it.
yeah, you do. That's why
I
you're
have to work
successful
it.
at it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to work it. There's
yeah.
no secret magic. There's no mac sauce.